Yo, what's good with y'all, man? And I'm on day one. Yeah, I'm on day one of semen retention, and honestly, I feel great. If I'm being honest, um, today was just a chill day, man. I just rolled with the punches, and I tried practicing what I learned yesterday, which was the source of my lust. My lust came from me prioritizing the validation of women over God's validation for my life. And, growing up, like even in middle school and elementary school, not so much high school, like first year of high school, this was true. I'm gonna be honest, like I was an awkward kid. Like I was still outgoing, I would be talking a lot because I was just a social person. But, I was still very insecure as a child. And you know, it's one of the craziest things when you realize that you carry the insecurity that you had from childhood to now, and I'm realizing that subconsciously, I'm not thinking this like, oh yeah, I'm seeking validation from her. No, it's really in my subconscious how I act, showing that I seek validation from women all the time, and that leads me to lust because I want to be validated by women. And also, I still love, it's not just like, oh, it's not only that, because it's still sexual attraction. But still, the one of the main reasons um that I fell into lust or that I watch pornography is to simulate validation of the most intimate way with a woman. Because at the end of the day, like sex is pretty much the largest intimacy you can have. And I was seeking that. Like I was seeking to chase the love of a woman over the love of God. And it's not love when it's people per se. It's mostly gonna be lust. But yeah, that's what I was really trying to put in practice today. I was trying to be like, hey, I'm not gonna seek to be validated by a woman. I'm gonna rest in my validation that God has given me. So I know what God has said over my life. I know God says I'm beautifully and wonderfully made, that I should be bold as lions. And at that point, I know what God says I am. So I'm not going to listen to what the world tells me. Because at the end of the day, if I submit myself to the opinions of people, men and women, I'm just going to be a slave to their opinions. And I can't let that happen. But yeah, that's probably one of the biggest revelations I've had during this journey. I've had those realizations before, but this time I was actually able to connect it with my lust. Like when I was getting bored, I'd be like, man, what do I do? Well, first it would be, yeah, go talk to a girl or something like that. It was just seeking that attention. But I digress. Even at like seeing other dudes, I would be jealous of other guys for being with a girl, even though I couldn't even be with a girl in general if they weren't Christian. And I would still desire to be in relationships with women who weren't following Christ. But I still would want it because I wanted their attention and their validation. It's crazy stuff. But even in my other video, if you didn't see it, that's what really got Solomon. It wasn't just the lust. It was the seeking their desire and seeking their validation so much that you're going to go and worship false gods with them. And no way, Jose, that can't be how I roll. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm glad I learned, and now I'm able to just move on. Yeah. So Today was honestly a great day in general because I had a lot of fun. But mainly I was able to practice not feeling validated by people in general and just being my own man. That's pretty much it. I'm being honest. So day one. It's day one, and yeah, we might be able to get a long streak. Now I'm setting a short term goal for now. I'll aim for day 7, or I'll aim for day 3, then day 7, then keep going. And I'm not gonna relapse when I hit the days. I'm just gonna keep going, but I'm just gonna have small goals as reminders to be like, hey, we got a journey, we got a goal to attend to, and it's something that we gotta stay focused on because it is that immediate. It is immediate to the point where you got to think, no, I have to do this now, instead of being like, oh, it's far off. I can take this however I want. No. So thank y'all for watching, man. Thank y'all for the prayers, the scriptures. I'm seeing them. And I hope this was a blessing to y'all, and I'll pray. God, I pray that you would help people not be slaves to the opinions of people, but I pray that you would help them be a servant of your opinions, God, that you would have them seek your desire and seek your plan and purpose for their life. God, I pray that you would take the people-pleasing, God, the pandering, God, the desire and thirstiness and desperation for the opinions and the validation and the love of man. I pray that you will remove that out their life, that you will fill them with your love, and that you would have them seek your love only and completely. God, I pray that you would help us, God, to stay focused on your word and all your plans and purposes for our life, and to not be distracted, God, by all these things. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.